Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you
to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and, wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
180, 58, come on. Get him, get him, get him.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018, 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Check out 53. Ready.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Blue ready.
Max 56.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. From the 41, Winston. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Off the play fake, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again, Stafford. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's the rookie, Arcega-Whiteside. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll take a shot for the ends, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on him.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. From the end zone, Stafford going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
It's now third down and ready.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line.
White 25. White. I got it.
Play fake. Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 56. 56. Check 56. Hey, come on, no. Come on, no. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st carry here for Shane Vereen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run here with Vereen.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a 1st down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now after the run by Dow, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Stafford, and a catch made by Hopkins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They'll let Vereen try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey, alert 3, check 3. Wait. 56.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And Winston lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, buddy. We're going to work.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Cooper was the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Winston now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check 52's the mic. Double right. 52's the mic.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Stafford now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. And even 70 yards on the pickup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Shane Vereen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Ready? Black, 22. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw, Winston. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jerry Hughes racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
56, Mike, 56, right there. Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
He's not going to get me.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Washington's got it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now this throw caught left side. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready? Yellow lady! Yellow lady! I'm here all day.
Here's Vereen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Bell, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Caught here by Bell. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Winston now to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the cross. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Winston. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Winston. And he's got Miller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, go 20! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Your track, your track!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. On first and 10, Stafford. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Touchdown, Jaguars! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 84 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big third down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. On first down at Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. The 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
bro. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Stafford here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A big...